Okay, YouTubers. So I'm doing a video of my 2014 Malibu. Um, my ABS light came on and the stabilizer track was on as well. I thought it was probably something that was, not that much bad, I guess, but come to find out that I needed a new wheel bearing. So here's the old one here. I was on the highway and I kept hearing a noise it sounded like an airplane. So I looked and found out that it was this. And yeah, so behind here, there's actually a race that goes on. I can actually show you from the new one. It is right here. This part here is where the ABS sensor or track, one of those that it rides on. So the old one, this black piece here was like gone. So plus this one, you can actually spin kind of freely with no issues. But the old one was actually seized up. So I had to, so I knew which side bearing it was. I will let you know, just to take the bearing off it was a pain in the butt. Just trying to pull that bearing out. So I ended up going to O'Reilly's to rent axle puller, and after almost 2 hours of beating on this and heating it up I used the blue one, but the yellow one actually got it done. Just be a little careful with that. So the way that this was actually done is you had to take this brake off. This here, it was a 13 mil. Then you had to take the brake bracket that bolts on it here, that this goes on. That was 18 mil, and it's from behind. And I ended up having to use a jack this part up. So you see how this has a little angle that is kind of going downwards? Well, I had to jack it up so it comes straight up, so it was easy for this bolt to come off. And the bolts that goes here, which is back behind here, yeah, right here, I can't show you, but yeah, anyway, they're behind here. It was kind of hard to get to. The bottom one, I got into it with a socket. This side here, that's when you have to take this bolt. You don't necessarily have to take this piece off. All you just have to do is take this bolt off and then just move this off to a point that it's just over, so it clears this bolt here. And then on this side, it was a little bit tricky. I just used a regular socket, no extension, because of this shock was in the way, so I was able to get it from here. Don't forget to take your speed sensor off. I got it back here. So but yeah, just a quick little video. So what I need to do is, you'll have this dust shield, So for me looking like that, this dust shield goes on like so, and then you put the wheel bearing on. You put those bolts in, but when you put the bolts in, you got to make sure you have this thread locker. You want to get the blue stuff, you don't want to get the red stuff. You get the red stuff, you will have to use heat in order to take it off. Y'all leaving? All right. My brother and his fiance. So, but yeah, this is it right here. Yeah, she's pretty. So all I gotta do is, let me see if I can just show y'all something. Let me clean this up. Sorry, I got a little mess going on here. So, this is also the bolt that goes to the rotor. So with this rotor like this, that bolt goes into that hole right there. So you gotta make sure you put that on. And what I usually just used was 21 mil. The 21 mil. I'm sorry. Yeah, the 21 mil. This, I believe, that actually goes to here. Yep. So this is the 21 mil socket. I just used that to take the tire off. I got my 13 mil, which actually took the caliper off. This is for the caliper. And the 10 mil here, that's for the sensor. And then here, it's a T30. The T30 is for this here that goes on there like so. And then 18, which I can't seem to find it, but it's for this part to go back on that part there. And before you take the bearing off, you also got to make sure you take this sensor off. So once that sensor comes off, then you're pretty much good to go. And try not to damage your brake line. I got a strap that's holding this up. So yeah, but I don't know if that helps you know how to take it off. But to install it, you know, it's, you take your bolts there that goes here, put thread locker on there, and install them from behind. So you take this bolt here, put thread locker on it, install it from behind, and you put your dust shield, put that on like that. So then you put this on, and then you put your wheel bearing on. Then it bolts right up. Once that's done, then you want to take your caliper bracket, put it back on here, goes in, bolts from the back, and this one here, you want to use thread locker on this too. The only one that you don't want to use thread locker on is this. You don't want to use thread locker on here. So, oh, and this here, you don't have to use thread locker for the sensor. The sensor should go on last. That should be your last installment. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and wrap this up. I kind of damaged this quite a bit, so I gotta flatten it out. It was a pain. I will let you know it was. So it's easy taking off. It was just this. You're gonna struggle with that. But that's all I got. That's the video on how to install a rear wheel bearing in the car. Oh, and if you have your lights, like your ABS and stuff on, you want to drive it and it'll automatically go off. Hopefully it does. But yeah. But that's it, everybody. All right, I'm going to get back to this. Bye.